Welcome back, class. I'm Mr. Teacher with the SAT Math video guide, and today we will be starting on test 3, as we did finish test number 2 last video, the final question anyways, and we're going to be starting on section 2 on test number 3, which is the first math section. So let's just get started. Christmas holidays are coming, so I would expect a lot of you won't want to prepare now, but you have to remember that someone's always here for you. Anyways, let's get started on number 1, which says if y equals x minus 5 and 20y minus 5y equals 15, what is the value of x? Well, y equals x minus 5, that we know. And this isn't anything about substitution or anything. You could just do it by solving each separate equation. So let's start with the second equation. 20y minus 5y equals 15, which simplifies to 15y equals 15, which Collegeboard doesn't want to really tell you. They're going to make everything harder, even though it's quite simple. So y is going to be equal to 1. And if we bring back y in this equation, then 1 equals x minus 5. And 6 equals x, so that is choice A. That's the correct answer. And now we will be moving on to number 2 as soon as I change colors, because that's apparently my style here. So there are exactly 9 buttons in a bag. There are 4 blue buttons and 3 red buttons, and the rest are yellow. If one button is drawn at random from the bag, what is the probability that the button is yellow? So many buttons. So in this marble button bag thingy that I kind of tried to draw here, there are 3 different colored buttons. There are 4 blue, there are 3 red, and the rest are yellow, and there are a total of 9. So 9 minus 4 is 5, minus 3 is 2, for a grand total of 9 buttons. So if we wanted only yellow marbles, the probability of getting a yellow marble will be the number of yellow marbles over the total number of marbles altogether, which is 9, because that's how probability works. In probability, the top number is the one you want, and the bottom number is the one available. That's how they work. So the correct answer choice, therefore, is C. And we will move on to the next problem. Let me try going a bit slower here, because I realize that I'm quite speeding through, which I shouldn't be doing. So there's a diagram here of a half-bitten circle. It looks bitten, so that's kind of how it looks. So hopefully that's good enough. I think that's good enough. So which figure below, when placed together with the figure above, will make a complete circular disc with no overlap and no spaces? So let me scroll up a bit here. So the circle that we are looking for, or rather the half-bitten circle we are looking for, needs to make this other red half-bitten circle look full. So the other shape is going to look something like this, the part in green. So like this. Let's just ignore that. Okay, so it's going to look something very similar to that, if not the same, because I really didn't draw it quite in the best manner possible. However, this is extremely similar to B, which is really just this, and then slanted and a circle. And this is actually going further here. There we go. Something like that. So that is the only one that's similar enough to what we have shown. So the correct answer choice here is B. Now on to number 4, and it's great fun going through these problems, as these are the ones that you usually won't have trouble with. So there's another drawing here. It's a pie chart. Let's scroll down a little bit so we have some amount of space. And a big circle for a pie chart, center there. Start with a line here, a little bit to the left, like this, like this, like this, and about half of each here. So these are, I'll abbreviate them by their letters: chocolate, vanilla, pecan, this I'll just write it out, peach, there is mint, and there's strawberry. So, according to the circle graph above, how many of the ice cream flavors individually represent less than 25% of the total sales? So, the problem is, if you remember our vital SAT rule, is that figures are never drawn to scale. However, what you have to do here, in fact, is not figure out which ones represent less than 25%, but first figure out which ones represent more than 25%. And it doesn't even have to be to scale in this case, because it's a circle dividing parts, and you can easily see whether a line goes too far to be a right angle. This is an obtuse angle. So vanilla is out of the question. Chocolate is also obviously out of the question. It's almost double vanilla. So the only 4 flavors less than the amount specified, 25%, each one individually, is strawberry, mint, peach, and pecan. So 4 flavors individually represent less than 25% of the total flavors, and that's choice D, the correct answer. And let's do number 5 now. So we're making good progress today, at least I hope so. And another diagram. Wow, there's this SAT test is very diagram heavy. This goes like this, and this goes like so. Close enough. Okay, so these are labeled X degrees, Y degrees, and Z degrees, and it is also labeled 58 degrees and 37 degrees. Okay, so the question asks, in the figure above, what is the value of X plus Y plus Z? Okay, so if you notice, all of these angles are exterior angles. If you're not sure what exterior angles are, let me show you really quickly. For example, in a square, this would be the exterior angle. In a triangle, this would be the exterior angle, this part right here. So the angle that results from extending a side a bit further and then creating an angle, attempting to create a reflex angle. If you know what a reflex angle is, an angle greater than 180 degrees. So instead of creating that reflex angle, which would go like this, it stops at the line over there. Hopefully I managed to explain that properly, and I will do videos on these math concepts a little later. However, now we're focusing on finishing the book first. So now, what is the measure of these? Well, one of the exterior angle rules claims that the sum of all exterior angles in any regular polygon, the sum of every single exterior angle will be 360. So without even calculating, we know that X plus Y plus Z is equal to 360 because these are all exterior angles. However, if you still want to solve this properly, we can still figure it out. So this unnamed angle right here is equal to 37 plus 58. 180 minus the sum of these two, So that's 180 minus 85, so 95. So x is therefore equal to 180 minus 95. Minus 90 is 90. Minus another is 85. Angle y is equal to 180 minus 37, which is 143. And angle z, is equal to 180 minus 58, which is 122 degrees. Hopefully I got that right. Okay, so if you add all of these up, 143, 122, 85, and you will get 10, carry the 1 over 5, 6, 7, 15, carry, did I do that right? 6, 14, 15, I think I made a mistake here. It should be 360 instead of 350. 3 plus 2, 5, 10, 1, 5, 7, 15. Interesting. I'm gonna cut the video here for a bit, and I want to check what's going on. I just want to make sure that you guys do get the problem correct, not just by theory, but yeah, okay, so in a bit. Okay, so I'm back. So I realized the mistake was over here. 37 plus 58 is actually 95, so these values are actually switched. Yeah, so this is 95. Just adding 10 turns this 350 into 360. So that is the correct answer, solved properly. That is choice E. So let me just do one more problem before we end off this video. Number 6. Oh, that looks... didn't mean to do that. Sorry. So number 6, which will be our last problem, hopefully. Well, not hopefully, but maybe. So if 6x plus 4 equals 7, what is the value of 6x minus 4? So let's write it out. 6x plus 4 equals to 7, and we need to figure out what 6x minus 4 equals to. So what will we have to do to this first equation to make 6x plus 4 equal to 6x minus 4? Well, we would have to subtract 4 plus another 4 from the left-hand side, because 4 minus 4 is 0, minus another 4 is minus 4. So 6x plus 4 minus 8 will be equal to 7 minus 8. Therefore, 6x minus 4 will be equal to negative 1, which is, that's not a negative 1. This is negative 1, and that is choice B. So hopefully this helped you with your math preparation in the SAT, and I will see you in the next video. See you soon.